Okay, today I want to show you how to make a graph using your data table. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight our independent variable and our dependent variable. You want to hit the control key in order to highlight all of this information. So hit the control key on your keyboard and then highlight all of this information. Once I have it highlighted, I hit Insert, Chart. Now it's going to bring up the kind of chart it thinks I want. That's not what I want for this data. I actually want to make a line graph. So I'm going to select a different chart type. I need to scroll down until I get to scatter. And now I've made a scatter. And you can see that it's plotted my points for me. The next thing I want to do is I actually want to customize this chart. So I'm going to click on Customize. And the first thing I need to do is I need to add titles. The first thing I need is a chart title. Again, we know that we have to include our independent variable and our dependent variable in the chart title. One chart title. That's done. Now I need to include my axes titles. Click on where it says chart title, find my horizontal axes, which is going to be my x-axis, and I need to add a title there. I know that my horizontal axis is boat capacity. And I need units, so I'm going to put milliliters in. That one's done. Now I need my vertical axis, which I know is my dependent variable. That one's done. I now have titles on my graph. The next thing I need to do is the graph is put a legend right here. I don't need a legend on this graph. I know what the dots are for, so I'm going to select none, and the legend goes away. I'm looking at the graph. It's a pretty good graph. Looks great. The next thing I'm going to click on is Series, and I want the computer to add a trend line for me. I click trend line. There it is. There's my general trend line. The next thing I want to think about, does this general trend line match the general trend that I wrote in my Lifeboats notebook? And it does. As the boat capacity increases, the number of passengers increases. The last thing I normally do, so I can really see the chart, is I move the chart to its own sheet. You can see that I clicked on the three dots in the upper right-hand corner of my graph, and now I'm going to click on Move to Own Sheet. Now you can see on sheet 1, I have my data table, and on sheet 2, I have my graph. And that's it. You're done.